This newest Corolla Cross is not only a hybrid, but it's very affordable and has all-wheel drive. I'll include a link to the Orem Toyota's website in the description down below. Also include a link to my car buying guide. Let's get right into it. Powering this is a 2-liter 4-cylinder paired to a hybrid and an eCVT. Fuel economy is 46 around town, 39 on the highway, with power outputs being 196 horsepower combined. I'm trying to hit 500,000 subscribers before the end of the year. I'd really appreciate it if you'd help me out with that. Now this bluish gray is a really cool looking color on any car. Very sharp headlight design with the Corolla Cross. You got the blacked out trim below that, and then you notice the grille has a lot of painted elements. Kind of reminds me of the new Camry a bit. Altogether, not a ton of front end features, but the front end, regardless, looks pretty good. Tire and wheel setup is 215 by 65 by 17. You've got silver with blacked out trim on the wheels, and then you do have those unpainted fender flares, supposed to make it look a bit more rugged. And although this is a small car, you can see with the slightly boxier setup, it actually creates a bit of space inside. Well, we'll see that in a moment. When it comes to key fob features, we've got our lock and unlock on the front, Toyota logo there at the bottom. Now the rear hatch is just hydraulics, just press the button and it'll do most of the work for you. You can fold these seats down, you can see the cargo cover is in the way, but with the seat folded down, it actually folds down pretty darn flat, so you could technically sleep in the back of the Corolla Cross, you just can't be too tall. Other than that large cargo area for such a small car, again, just pop. I like how the taillights go across. All the badges are blacked out on this particular one too. That will cap things off for the exterior on this Corolla Cross. We got a lot of muscle with this week's giveaway. The first car is a 1964 Corvette Resto Mod with a 500 horsepower small block V8, a 5-speed Tremec manual, and upgraded brakes to give you modern performance. The next is a new Z06 with all of the carbon fiber and the 5.5 liter flat plane crank V8 producing 670 horsepower. On top of that, you do get $60,000 in cash if you win this giveaway to help pay for the taxes. As always, use code BHC or click the link in the description down below or in the pinned comment. This will give you 4x bonus tickets on any donation, $25 or more. Let's now check out the interior. So we do have some soft touch there on the door panel, a little cup holder too. This one's got the cloth interior. You've got kind of a gray finish on that, which works well with the exterior. Legroom in the back is good. We also have some vents here for the rear passengers. And again, with that boxy design, it actually has decent headroom. Keyless entry for up front. Let's check it out. The mirrors do have a heated function, and you do have some soft touch on the armrest. Not too crazy with the rest of the door panel. Got those cloth seats up front. They are manual with the adjustments. Now with the steering wheel, you've got some softer touch around it, but it's kind of a little bit more basic. Again, this is an entry level. But it does have adaptive cruise control with the lane centering function. You've got volume and voice command controls there on the other side, and then just regular stalks behind the steering wheel. Digital cluster here in the center, which you can use to show different bits of info, and we have different drive modes. Not going to change how the cluster looks too much, other than a little bit of a background change. Just a regular backup camera in reverse. Not Toyota's best resolution. The trucks and stuff are definitely better. Now this has Toyota's newest infotainment system set up, so it's quick to respond. You have the shortcut bar there on the side, like the energy flow tab. Little volume control there off to the side too. Single zone climate with this does have automatic climate to match with that, and there is some soft touch trim on the dash next to it. A little bit of storage up front with the drive mode, select an EV mode, and then we've got our shifters, little USB port there too, auto hold and parking brake next to it. Some cup holders there in the back, and then the center console's got another 12 volt and USB port, and then you've got cloth trim there on the center console itself. Nothing really happening up top. Now when it comes to pricing for this 2026, you can see it stickers for $31,264. Let's see how this Corolla Cross performs. Corolla Cross hybrid. Now you gotta agree with me that this is pretty impressive for the price point. I know it doesn't have a crazy amount of bells and whistles, but you look at this for what it is. It's a hybrid, all-wheel drive, decent space inside. It's pretty appealing. I mean, you know, this competes with stuff like the HR-V, and the HR-V has less power and, well, worse fuel economy because it's not a hybrid. And the power delivery, again, this isn't like the fastest thing in the universe, but the power delivery is pretty good. Toyota has a relatively seamless system with their hybrid powertrains. The eCVT does a really good job of the transitions, and that torque shove you get right off the bat is pretty good. Yeah, going around corners, pretty nice. The corner's pretty flat. Against unibody with independent suspension, so it's going to handle well. And it's a small car, which is going to also help out with making it feel zippy and maneuverable. Now, they don't do like double pane windows or anything, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, they just do single pane, but it's still pretty insulated inside. You do get some tire noise. I've noticed the only thing that really gets rid of tire noise is higher you up, if you're higher up off the ground, because you're got a bigger distance to the tires, and then also just those new double pane windows really help out with getting rid of that, or minimizing it. You see, this is the type of car that, I mean, like, I had one of these as a test vehicle for a week, and I remember I put a ton of miles on it, and it was just, you just kind of drive, and you don't really think about driving. So I'm sure that some of the car journalists that are enthusiasts are gonna knock it for that. They're gonna be like, oh, it's not exciting enough. It's like, well, it's compact hybrid. It's not about being excited. It's, oh, well, that was unlucky. That sucks. Wow. Anywho, yeah, so it's about being smooth, being fuel efficient. Yeah, this is a nice car. So overall, I think the changes they made with the Corolla Cross, I think it looks a little bit better on the outside. I do worry about paint chips on that front end a little bit, but that's not the end of the world. The interior's nice. Again, this is a more baseline. You can get more features if you want, but then price tag's gonna go up. For $30,000 in today's market, this is a nice car. This is a really nice car. And this is something that I think other manufacturers need to look at, because Toyota really does have a pretty strong hold on the hybrid market, and the hybrid market is becoming more and more popular because, again, people don't want to deal with the EV charging situation, and plug-in hybrids suffer from the same issue. But traditional hybrids, it's like, for a lot of people, it's a no-brainer. You don't have to change your lifestyle at all. You get a little bit better gas mileage, and yeah, overall, it's just it's a solid setup, and the cost isn't crazy too. That's the other nice thing about the hybrids, is that they're not insanely expensive. I think it all kind of comes together. I think that's another cop behind me, actually. That was so sad. RIP that person.